Hey guys, this is Pete Rubish. I'm here at Skiba's gym in Carteret, New Jersey. About a week after Boss of Bosses, I'm getting ready for my next meet, SPF Reebok Record Breakers out in Dublin, California. That's about 9 weeks away, so I'm just gonna be doing some deadlifts today. I'm not going real heavy, but I'm still gonna go up to 800 pounds, do 5 working sets with that, and then we'll probably do some back raises and finish it off with leg press. Yeah, so I'm about 9.5 weeks out right now from my next meet, which will be Reebok Record Breakers back out in California. So typically I would pull once a week. It's like actually my only lower body day is once a week, and I would do that every Friday. But today I came in, it's Tuesday, so I'm on 4 days rest rather than 7. Really not like optimal conditions as far as like traveling, being at a new gym, that can kind of throw you off. And then having that short rest. But the next training session on my program was 800 pounds for 5 sets of triples on deadlift. I did 785 4 days ago for a top set of 6 and then 4, or I think it was 3 triples. But today I came in, hit 6 sets of triples with 800 pounds, which was a volume PR for me, 18 total reps. And it took it out of me. Like I knew right off the bat from that first set on, it was gonna be a challenge. And I was feeling kind of fatigued right off the bat. But yeah, you just have to take it 1 rep, 1 set at a time. That's why I try to conserve my energy. I don't try to get like too jacked up or fired up right off the bat, because I know I have to hit 5 more sets. And if you're going all out and getting into it as much as possible on that first set, there's no way you're gonna make it. Yeah, typically if you go to a different gym than what you're used to training at, the equipment feels different, the atmosphere feels different. These little things will throw you off, not to mention if you've like flown to a new gym or a new area, that's gonna make it even tougher. So I really don't change my approach, and that's part of the beauty of staying conservative with your energy levels, not getting too fired up, is that even in the new environment, nothing's gonna really throw you off as much, because you don't have to call upon everything that you have. You're just even keel throughout, and you make the best of anything. That's how a meet is. It's just like in a meet, things go wrong, you can't let it psych you out. And this is a good thing. Like if I go to a new gym, a new environment, and I'm not feeling my best and I can still hit what I need to hit, then that means when conditions are ideal, it's gonna be even more, it's gonna be even better, and I'll hit bigger numbers and it'll be easier. So I feel like these days are a good thing, and it just pushes you outside of your comfort zone, makes you a better lifter. Yeah, this is something I really don't see done at all. As far as people who compete competitively in powerlifting meets, you don't see guys training with straps, let alone through the duration of their whole training cycle. This is something I do. I try to keep my hands fresh. I don't tear any calluses. I don't have to deal with that. And I can push the volume much higher. I wouldn't have been able to do what I did today if I wasn't using straps, and I don't think really anyone would, because the toll that would have taken on my hands, I'd be tearing my hands open maybe that second or third set. So there's no way I'm gonna get to 6. So it's like I can push the volume, I can overload with heavier weights in training, and then my hands are fresh come meet day. I feel great, I'm used to pulling way more weight, everything feels easier. But on the other side of that, you have to train your grip on the side. So it's like, going into last meet, I was probably training grip about once a week, with much bigger goals in mind for this next meet, and the American record in mind, the all-time American record, the 242 world record. I have to take it up a notch. So now I'm training grip 2 to 3 days a week, and that's like 5 movements total. That has its own day. So this is another one as far as like thinking outside of the box. I can't think of anyone who does this. I don't squat during a meet prep. And a lot of people are gonna be like, what? And that's gonna raise some eyebrows, but squat is a lift that is very hard on my body and my joints, everywhere from my knees to my hips, to my forearms, to my shoulders. I just can't do a lot of squatting without it really catching up to me. So I basically go into every meet, and that is my first squat I've taken since the last meet. And as long as my deadlift is going up, my squat goes up as well, because with low bar, that back strength transfers over. So it's been working for me, and that way I stay healthy, because really long term, getting really good and improving, it comes down to 2 things. It comes down to consistency, and it comes down to staying injury free. So for me, squatting isn't worth it, in the sense that it's gonna get me all injured and I'm gonna be achy, and then I'm gonna be on the shelf and I won't be able to progress. So I've kind of found a way around it. And the same goes for a lot of other movements. Like, I find what works best for me that I can do long term consistently without getting injured. So to hit my quads, I was doing split squats for a while. Now I'm doing leg presses for lighter weight, 40, 50 rep sets. And then I just hammer those deadlifts. And lower body training comes out to once a week. I find that that allows for optimal recovery. I was doing 2 days of deadlifting a week for a while, but now I cut it to 1, and the results have been even greater. So it's all strategic. You have to find what's gonna work for you. My body responds very well to deadlift. It makes me sore, but none of my joints ache, nothing hurts. I was built for it, so I just hammer that. And every individual is going to be different. Somebody might be able to squat all the time, and deadlift might make them hurt, and they should run with that. But you have to find what works for you.